Hi, I'm Camilla.
And I'm Kang, and we are the
FI
FI
Resellers.
Resellers.
And we have a what sold video for you. So we're going to cover our past 2 weeks, some of the best sales that we've had, and then we are going to talk a little bit about our best sale ever. So the highest profit sale we've ever gotten, and this underrated tip on how to source items like this. So you'll want to stay tuned to the very end so that you can find out how you can get really great stuff. Okay, so we sold this Theory dress. It's new with tags, and it was really expensive new. And the tag has the exact name of the style, so I listed it pretty high, and I accepted an offer for $80 last night. So I'm really happy with this Theory. I pick it up pretty often, but if it's not new with tags and if it's not a recent, piece or really nice material, sometimes even when it is really nice material, it doesn't sell for a lot. So I was really happy to get $80 on this. So definitely be careful with Theory if you're picking it up at thrift store prices, because it might not always be worth it, but I felt like this one was, and I picked it up mostly because it was new tags, but it also has some wool in there. So overall, a really great item. Definitely be on the lookout. I mean, obviously, if something is new with tags, you're probably going to take a second look at it. So that's what I did with this. And I also wasn't afraid to take offers on it because I feel like Theory doesn't have so much, interest in it online. So when someone is interested in it, I tend to take offers on it. We picked up this Alice and Olivia dress a little while ago, and it just sold for $67 with discounted shipping on Poshmark. That was an offer that my Posher VA bot sent out. And I sent out 20% offers on my whole closet, and I got a bunch of sales because of it, and this was one of them. Alice and Olivia for us recently has not been selling as well as it had been. I don't know if it was just that I had really good pieces and now the stuff I am finding is not as good, or if it's a change in the brand and like the trends, are people searching for Alice and Olivia as much anymore? Let me know down in the comments if you pick up this brand and if you have noticed that it's slowed. Either way, a really good sale on this item. I've had it for a couple months, but to have it, sell for $67 is great. I wish we could sell all of our items for that much. So really happy with this sale. So I sold this Lily Pulitzer dress. This is the Salone midi dress. Lily Pulitzer often has the style name in the dress itself, and I was also able to find the exact style. So, someone who was looking for this specific Lily dress was able to find it, and it sold for $40. I had listed it at $60, hoping to get around $50. So $40 is pretty good, especially considering Lily season is starting. So I am excited to get this off to someone who will be able to wear it over the summer. Preppy summer, all of that. This dress is in really nice condition, and I believe it's a more recent piece, so that's why I could get more for it. Some Lily Pulitzer is definitely better than others. The dresses in these bright prints are definitely better than like just plain stuff. So you want to be kind of picky when you're picking it up, depending on how much you're paying for it. Here we have a vintage dress, and this is Indian cotton, and it's also in this madras plaid, and it is just such a beautiful dress. It's not in perfect condition. There are definitely marks on it, but I listed that with that in mind. I listed it at $50 and I was sending offers for $40, and so a buyer accepted. This is such a cute sundress, so I'm not surprised that it just sold now, as we're going into summer. So really happy with this $40 sale. I am getting more and more picky on the type of vintage that I pick up, just because it takes me a little bit longer to list and it takes a little bit longer to sell, because that vintage market is shrinking now that people have a little bit less disposable income to spend on fun things like vintage clothing. So this is a Martin Batrude chair. I think that's how you say it, but we got it for free on Facebook Marketplace. We could tell it looks kind of funky, so we figured it might be expensive, and it was. And so we are about to take this to sell to someone, and they offered us $500. So we'll see if we actually get $500, but it seems like he is a furniture resale person as well. He has a legitimate business, so I expect that he's gonna buy ours and sell it for more, which is great. We actually love when people do that. That means that we get a great sale and they get a great sale, everybody wins. And be on the lookout for this designer of furniture.
So a little bit more about that chair is that I picked it up about a year and a half ago, and we had gotten it from a Facebook group, one of our local groups that we're in. And we're in quite a few of these groups, whether it be things that people are giving away or selling. We're always perusing the Facebook marketplace area. So this chair happened to be one of those things. It's pretty heavy. We've actually been trying to sell it for about 6 months. It finally sold for that $500 mark, and the buyer paid $500 cash. He said, I wish I had 20 of these. And so if we had 20 of them, we would have sold him 20 of them.
Yeah.
And he was really happy. He was pretty happy with the condition. It had a few small things. I'm happy that he's happy, and I'm happy that it's gone. But very underrated way of trying to get things and eventually selling them, because we did have it for quite some time.
Mm-hmm. Here we have a Tommy Bahama linen jacket, and I picked this up on a whim. I thought it was really cute. I sometimes pick up Tommy Bahama. Recently, I picked up a little bit of it because, while I was at the bins, there wasn't that much. And it's a good thing that I did, and I didn't even look it up. I figured I could sell it for $20. Well, this particular jacket is actually worth a little bit more than $20. We sold it for $40. That was an offer that our bot sent out. I think I probably could have sold it for more because it sold the same day it was listed, but this is the Two Palms jacket. So it must be a recent piece, and a lot of the other ones had sold for, 50 or new with tags, even up to 80. So definitely don't discount brands just because you sold items from that brand before and they haven't been worth very much, because within each brand, there are items that are worth more and items that are worth less. So definitely, if you see something and it seems like it's high quality or it's trendy or it just is cute, you can always look it up before you buy it. So here I have a Lululemon scuba hoodie, and this one sold for $50 plus shipping on eBay, and it is a more recent piece, I believe. I can tell that by the size dot, the way that the style number is coded in there. And at first when I picked it up, I wasn't sure if it was legit, because it was a size small or extra small / small, which is kind of funky, and I hadn't seen that in Lululemon pieces, but I'm wondering if that's a more recent development, that they've been tagging some women's items, with small, extra small, etc. They used to only do that for men's, but now I think they're also adding it to some women's. And this is in really nice shape, and because it's a more recent piece, that's why it sold so well, and it sold really quickly. So definitely don't sleep on Lululemon. Even though the old stuff doesn't sell for that much, the newer stuff definitely can still retain its value. Those are some of the best sales from the past 2 weeks. So in total, we sold 58 items for a gross revenue of $2,010.56. Our cost of goods on those 58 items was $116.07. On eBay, we sold 29 items for a net profit of $437.72. Poshmark, we sold 23 items for $387.53. Facebook Marketplace, we sold 6 items for $589.14.
Nice.
So in total, our net profit was $1,414.39. So a great 2 weeks. Definitely that $500 sale saved us. We were having not a very good 2 weeks. We went out of town for like 5 days. So we were not, doing anything with our stores. We weren't listing anything. So definitely that saved us, and it was $500 pure profit. We got it for free. We sold it for cash. So no fees, no nothing.
And this is probably one of the only times Facebook is ever going to beat eBay.
Yeah.
It's like ever.
Yeah. So don't sleep on those Facebook groups, stay up to date on them. Join all sorts of different ones, even ones outside of your, niche. Furniture is not our niche. We have sold maybe 5 furniture pieces in, our reselling lifetime.
Yeah.
But we like it because, we do it kind of one at a time. We kind of get one thing and we either fix it up, or this one didn't need any work at all. So this was like best case scenario. We got it for free. We sold it for a lot. We didn't have to do any work on it. This is like a unicorn, reselling unicorn. It's not always going to be like that, but if you kind of have those one-off things, if you're open and flexible to that, you might be able to find those things and be able to capitalize on it. So
Right.
just don't be so, rigid in your niche in what you think you know, because there's always new stuff to learn and new avenues to explore.
Aside from that, you can also find a lot of groups on Facebook where people are just giving away things. All throughout the US, there are groups that are just like freebie groups, giveaway groups. The Facebook Marketplace in general is a pretty decent place to find free things because you can put a notification on. And then the Nextdoor app, obviously people are always posting. Craigslist, and you can put notifications on a lot of these apps, platforms, so that you can be alerted as soon as they get posted, and then you can see if they're actually free. Because on Facebook, people love to post
I hate
free.
that. I hate that. And then they say DM for price. It's like, you make me so mad.
And so you usually have to be the first one to message and the first one to be there. And so if you have that flexibility, this is an amazing way to get good things for free. To resell.
And don't be afraid to, kind of capitalize on your connections. The reason we got this chair was that, the listing had already been taken down, but we had a mutual friend in common with the person that was giving this away. And so we were able to message them even after the post was taken down. And people had, were ahead of us in line, but fell through. They were flaky, and we are not flaky, so we got the chair. So that is also a lesson to, if you have a good deal, follow through on it, because often that's a way to get a leg up on some of the other people on Facebook, because people on Facebook are notoriously flaky. Terrible. And so if you can commit to, a certain time and have it be sooner than those other people and actually show up there and make as many guarantees as you can ahead of time so that that person is confident that you are actually going to get there and have the money if it's, for sale, or that you are going to meet them at the specific time, that you're going to be on time, not late, not, no show, all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. So overall, really happy about how this worked out with our biggest profit item. We don't have to pay fees for it. That was probably the best part in this whole thing. I actually delivered it and just so happy to get it out of our house. And now we're ready to maybe get something else to take that place. And we just pray that we will get many more of these in the future. Okay, now for an update on our total stock market index experiment. As promised, we always give you a quick update. This is how we're doing. We're not going to get into the weeds of it, and we never ever suggest any particular product or any particular stock. When we say the total stock market index, this could be one of many. We've never actually mentioned the name of the one that we use. For us, this experiment has always meant that eBayers, Poshmark people who do this for a living can have some sort of inspiration to consider investing their money so that they have a long-term investment. We personally think that an index in general is probably the best thing to do, mainly because they're the lowest cost. So that's our general philosophy. Again, not a particular one that we suggest. We're not allowed to do that, right? So whether you choose one index or another, doesn't really matter to us. The total stock market index is, generally speaking, the one that the FIRE movement generally talks about the most. So that's what we go by. It's very much grounded in a lot of research and a lot of data that can back up the thesis. So again, if you are a full-time reseller or someone who even does this part-time that wants to put the money away so that you can have a brighter future, this is something that we are showing you in real time how it's going. And obviously this is really long term, but you have to have a strong stomach. And that's what we have hopefully been showing you this whole time, that even though we've been down many hundreds of dollars in the last many months, it's going to be okay because we still have a long time horizon in our future.
Exactly. So thank you so much for watching this video. Let us know down in the comments what your highest sale ever was. What platform was it on? Let us know. We'd love to celebrate you down there. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you aren't subscribed, consider subscribing. We will have more of these What Sold videos, and we would love to have you as part of our YouTube community.
Yeah, keep that passion burning, y'all. We hope that you're having a good summer. It's getting kind of hot, but hopefully your sales are hot. We're always rooting for you, and we hope you're doing well. We'll see you later.
Bye. Because they used to only do that for men's, but...
They used